SBK 141414/let go. You're hearing it right here, Reprezent Radio, and I'm joined by the man himself, SBK. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing wonderfully, bro. How are you doing?
Very well, mate. It's always good to see ya.
Yeah, completely.
We've been linking up for a while, mate.
Yeah, man. You've been around me from probably, age 15, age 16. So that's quite a few years now, man.
Mate, it's been a pleasure to watch the journey.
Thank you.
That's why I thought it made sense you coming down today. I'm sure we can cover a lot of topics.
Yeah, completely, man. I'm ready to talk, man. I feel like that's why. How this interview came about is I put up on my story, I want to do a filmed interview, and you was just like, yeah, boom, come on my show. And I couldn't think of a better person that I'd want to do it with, so we're here right now.
That's love, man. I think it makes sense with the headline show, of course.
Of course.
Round the corner, that's on Friday. Let's start with that, because I know you've done one headline show already.
Yeah.
So this is your second one. So we'll go back to the first headline show you've done, because that's it must have felt like a big step in your career to put that on.
Yeah, man, that first one, that was a big step because it was the first time, before that, obviously I've done hella shows, I've done a lot of different shows, but it's other people's shows that I've been booked on. This was the first time where it's a room of people that have come there to see specifically me. The first time that I've seen what a room full of SBK fans looks like, so that first one was very special, and this second one is basically just it's that again, but we're up in the levels, we're in the future, I'm more advanced, the music's gotten better, the mix downs are better, and this time I think the range of artists is different, like a lot of the acts that are supporting me, they're rappers instead of grime MCs, and it's a bit more alternative, the crowd's going to be slightly different and stuff, but there's a bigger capacity as well. So now this one's just kind of just the next step,
We're on to bigger and better.
Yeah, completely.
Bigger venue, bigger vibes. So let's talk about the artists on the lineup. Obviously, you say you've got quite a versatile lineup, you'd say. How did you go about actually selecting the people you've got on there?
So I've been going to these jazz jams every Monday, and it's in Hackney Wick, it's called Ori Jam. And this is just like it's a crazy event. It happens every Monday. It's like a jazz event, but they're improvising the whole set, and there's no set. Basically a lot of different artists go and perform at this jazz thing, rappers, singers and stuff like that. And my friend invited me there, and I went there. I've started going there every Monday and just started making friends. It turns out all of these friends that I'm making are in a similar age group to me. We're all just like-minded. We all just like having fun. We all like music, do you know what I'm saying? So I really feel like I've found a group of people that I identify with, that are just on good vibes. So one of them people is D Wills, another one of them's a guy called Yui. These are some really talented rappers. I got my Lithuanian friend KRP coming through. He raps in Lithuanian. He's a very special, talented artist. And then I've got Manga Saint Hilaire, who is another person who's known me for as long as you've known me. He's always supported me. He used to pay for me to come to London, to come to sets like this. Do you know what I'm saying? And this guy's seen the progression just like you have. So I wouldn't change the lineup for anything. I feel like it's people that I really, love and identify with musically. So it will just work,
Sounds perfect, because it just makes it more special. I feel like you said, you're going to this club every Monday. So these are people which, it's not like they're just artists, they're your friends as well.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. All the people that are involved are my friends. It's something that we're doing collectively. It's not just about SBK. I feel like we're gonna all get to our goals quicker if we work with each other.
Love that. So it's at Workhouse.
Yeah.
East London venue.
Shoreditch.
So just quickly, where can we get the tickets?
You can get the tickets in the link in my bio. There's a website called youngsbk.xyz. You can get them on Dice, you can get them on Ticket Pass. I'm sure there will be a few at the door as well, but I'm not going to lie, it's looking like it's going to be sold out. So, if you're free this Friday, make sure you come down and, come and see SBK and friends in action.
Get there early doors if you're trying to get a ticket on the door, basically.
Early, blood, because you're gonna miss out, and then I'm gonna get DMs like, "Oh my God, when's your next show?" But I don't know. I don't live my life in the future. You know what I'm saying? I live my life now. So you should have got the ticket now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, going back to the past, can you actually remember the first time you actually first jumped on a stage to perform?
the first time I jumped on a stage to perform, I think it might have even been a Novelist show. Like Novelist had a show 2016, and I think it was at the Queen of Hoxton. My dad had to come with me. You know, I must have been like 15
To
years
get you in?
Yeah, no, he had to like chaperone me. So I was allowed in the venue, but he had to chaperone me because I was so young. He had to walk around with me and look after me the whole time. I had to stay backstage and stuff. And then when it was my time to go out, it was like, go out. But then like, now it's like Queen of Hoxton. That's just a place I go to host sets. But when I was 15, it was like, this is mad. I'm at a set with Novelist and all these mad, grime artists and stuff. It was a dream to me back then, you know. It was just like...
It's like crazy overwhelming.
Overwhelming, bro. It was mad. All I have is like glimpses of them memories there. But that was probably the first time I jumped on an actual stage and been like, this is SBK.
And we're going to get SBK in full on Friday. I believe we're going to hear some new exclusives as well from the project you got coming up.
Yeah, 100%, man. And you know, this type of music that's on Nothing Lasts Forever, my next mixtape, this music is designed to be performed. It's not even designed to, you know, you can listen to it anytime, but it's designed to be experienced via performance. So like, you will understand the songs more when you see them performed rather than listening to it on the bus. Like, you have to see it when the mosh pit, like there's a song on my mixtapes called Mosh Pit Love, and it only makes sense when you're in a mosh pit. When it's not, it's like you can have this little personal mosh pit, like you could be like, you know, listening to it, but this is something that's meant to be experienced collectively, like with bare people in a room just going ham. So that's kind of what the music's designed for.
Love that. Do you find there is actually songs out there like that where you'll listen to it just through your headphones and you won't really be feeling it, but you'll maybe go and see that artist perform live and you'll hear that song live and it's a whole completely different experience? Yeah,
man, I think I kind of took that from that idea from Playboy Carti, because his last album, Whole Lot of Red, is like, when I first heard this album, I was like, this is whack. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to go see him at some festival in London like last year, and I've never experienced something so crazy. These songs are designed to experience like via performance, and I kind of just took that. I was like, I want to make songs like that, not even like that sound like that, but I want to make songs that are designed to be performed, you know, because that's what real life is. Like, I want people to have real life interactions with my songs. I don't want my music to be some intangible thing that's on the internet. I want it to be like a feeling, like when you step in that room, it's a feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I want it to be.
Love that. Because in my opinion, like, what is music if you don't feel it?
Yeah, that's where it is. That's where it is, man. It's a feeling. It's a decoration of time. Like, music is a decoration of time. I don't want it to be, you know, some streaming thing and then you just listen to it, and then I want someone to listen to it and go like, what's that? Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Yeah,
of course. I'm quite interested to find out like what sort of stuff you was listening to kind of growing up in the house, because obviously you even mentioned there's going to be a lot of more like alternative stuff on the project, so I can imagine there is a lot of influence from your younger years as such.
Nah, bro.
Nah? No, I got it wrong.
Bro, I jumped on this alternative thing. You can call me a clout chaser, it's all right. You know, I jumped on the alternative thing because, you know, when I was growing up, I didn't listen to that type of music. I was listening to what my mum was listening to in the kitchen. She was playing all types of like Caribbean songs, like Red, Red, White, like them type of songs. Hey. I was hearing bass, you know, in my household from early. That's the music that I grew up listening to. And my dad's music. My dad was always playing his music in the car, which is also reggae. So if anything, I grew up on reggae music. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up on grime. I didn't grow up on anything. But this alternative music, I never learned to appreciate it until now. You know, and I feel like where it comes from as well is, you know, even in my style, like look at pictures of me 2 years ago and look at pictures of me now. You know why I look like this now and why I dress like this now is because when I was young, I was so poor that I didn't even get the choice to dress what I wanted to dress like. You know, I didn't have the money or the opportunities to get to wear the clothes that I wanted to. But now that I do, I'm going to wear what I finally want to wear. It's the same thing with music. I was never told you, like, if I was going to listen to like Slipknot and that when I was young, my mum would be like, turn that off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now that I'm free, I can finally kind of be the person I want to be. I can like the stuff that I want to like, and that's where the alternative thing comes from. Alternative is basically, you know, just being different. And that's kind of where I am, man. I feel like that's where I am.
Would you say you found yourself?
I found myself, but it's very recently. Like, I couldn't say that when I was making this record, I found myself. You know, this record, a lot of the records on it are very sad and an expression of pain. That's not a negative thing, but that's where it was. In that time that I was making that, I was in a very bad place. But now, I've literally just got out of that bad place, and I feel like now I've finally found myself, which is good because the song's coming out, you know what I'm saying? Like, the mixtape's coming out, so it's the perfect timing, you know?
Love that. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I feel like as you're recording, I feel like did the music kind of help you find yourself? Because I feel like even listening to your tracks, like, I want to break it up a bit. I'm gonna give them another taste. I want to play Nothing Lasts Forever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good example, because I feel like that's another one. You almost do hear a bit of pain in that track.
Yeah.
And I feel like you were kind of learning things about yourself, maybe.
I think the expression helped, man. The expression of through the form of music helped me to get over whatever I was going through. Do you know what I'm saying? And also just education. I think the main thing that helped me was education, reading books, starting to just spend a lot of time by myself. You know, that's the sort of thing that helped me. But this expression, without this expression, I don't know what them feelings would have manifested in. So you are right. Like, these songs have helped me.
Because you're being very honest with yourself as well. I feel like there's a lot of people that may push things to the side and may ignore things, where I feel like you've noticed things and you've taken them on and you've dealt with it through music and you've expressed it that way.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. That's a very positive way to express it. These sort of
100%.
Feelings, they come out in so many different ways, so many negative ways. And you know what, like, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Some people could say that my songs are really sad and it's just a vibe killer. That's cool, but there's people out there that listen to my songs, my depressing songs, and they're like, oh, I've been through this before, I can relate to it. You know, or someone could be going through it right now and they listen to that song, oh, I'm not the only one. So exactly, like, that's my point, you know. This expression helps other people. It's impersonal. I have to look beyond myself, you know. That's what I gotta say.
The music's real.
Yeah, man.
Like, listen, we could probably go on forever, to be fair. We could probably take up the whole show. But I'm going to give them a little taste of Nothing Lasts Forever. I'm going to run it, and then we're gonna come back. We'll have a little chat, and then maybe play one more track. So if you have just locked in, it's myself, Kirby T, on Reprezent Radio, joined by SBK. And we're about to hear a track from SBK entitled Nothing Lasts Forever. Make sure you keep it locked. SBK, Nothing Lasts Forever. It's true, nothing does last forever. Like this interview which I'm having with SBK right now. This ain't gonna last forever, man.
Hey, what a segue.
Alright, but listen, it's been good catching up with you, because I mentioned at the start of the interview, our different journeys, we've kind of crossed paths from the very early days, from when, like you say, when you was like 15.
Yeah.
I want to talk about your self-production. You mentioned in the studio, actually off air, obviously you was producing before you actually started MCing.
Yeah, man, I've been producing, and the people that, like, I was on Instagram Live the other day and I was just like talking to my fans and stuff, and one of the people was like, oh, I've been here since the SoundCloud beats. And I used to post SoundCloud beats when I was like 14 years old. This is when SoundCloud was really popping. I was making like little unmixed grand beats and putting them on SoundCloud. This is before I ever spat a bar. You know what I'm saying? And this guy was on my Instagram Live 6-7 years later, and he's like, oh, I've been watching you since then. It's like, bro, I've been producing for longer than I've been an artist, you know. But the thing is with me, I feel like that's why almost everything that you see that's coming out with me now is going to be produced by me, because I feel like I've just never really shown that. You know, I've never really all my beats are just on my laptop, like 7 years worth of beats
stocking up.
That's what I'm saying. But now I need to share that. I need to put other artists on the beats, you know, that this next mixtape is completely me, because I'm just trying to show the world who I am. But the next project after that, I need all the people that I rate, you know, just like my headline show. I'm going to curate the people that I really rate and put them on a tape. That's the next tape after this one.
So you're saying no features on Nothing Lasts Forever?
No features on Nothing Lasts Forever, man.
And is it all self-production as well, or we got?
No, there's a few other productions from like American producers, like Wazoo and Black Mayo and stuff, but I think there's only like 3 tunes. The rest of them are produced by me.
Love that. And you mentioned obviously you want to start putting other artists on there. Would you look to do that even if you're not MCing on the track?
See, my ego's taken over on that one, bro. It's like, yo, I don't know, man. I would realistically, but I think I just gotta. That's the thing. This is the reason why my tape's got no features on it. I need to establish myself, and then when I've done that, or my ego's fulfilled, and I feel like I've done that, I'll be happy to give other people this sound that I'm creating.
Yeah.
You know, but this sound, I feel like it's so me. I don't want no one else to have it yet until everyone knows that it's me.
I suppose that when you do as well, I suppose it will be very selective.
Yeah, of course, man, of course. But also, you know, I have to look beyond myself, man. If someone really likes a beat in the studio and they're really messing with it, but I wasn't going to jump on it, I got to let go of that and just be like, you know what, have it. But again, it's just the reason that I ain't doing that right now is because I'm trying to prove myself first.
I think you're doing a good job.
Well, thank
Can't
you.
lie, mate, can't lie. But yeah, I'm very excited to hear the project and all else that's gonna come. I mean, from what we've covered, I feel like the next stages. So obviously you're gonna do the headline show,
Yeah.
drop the project, and I feel like wherever you go from there is where you go from there, kind of thing.
Yeah, man.
Am I right?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, when this show's out the way, I'm gonna do some other shows. I want to do one in Bristol the next time. I want to do, you know, a show in Brighton. I want to start getting out because this is my second headline show. It's the second one that I've done in London, but I don't want to keep rinsing out London. I need to go all the way around the UK.
Do you think it'll be time for a tour?
You know what it is? The tour is like, I feel like I got a bit more growing to do before a tour. I could do a South England tour. I could do a North England tour. Do you know what I'm saying? But just to do the whole thing, first of all, it requires a lot of money and backing and stuff like that. And second of all, it's like when you see me making movements, I'm doing everything by myself. I ain't got a manager. I ain't got a team. Even with this headline show, I've had to go. I remember I might have been a Keep Hush or something, but I've gone in the venue and I went to the bar and I was like, can I speak to whoever's in charge of this? I have to do every single step of the process to do a tour. You know, I need a team around me to do that. I can't do I could if I really tried, but like I need a team to do these bigger things, and that's kind of what I'm focusing on next. Doing all these shows and stuff, like everything you see me do is really just me. I'm doing all the emails, I'm paying for everything. So it's just, you know, just take that into account. Not you, but just anyone that's looking for me to do a tour.
I see it though. I do see it.
Yeah.
In a lot of artists as well, it's not easy doing everything by yourself, especially with all the kind of skills that you've kind of taken on and what you're doing to do all of it yourself. It must be like, that must be some real weight on your shoulders.
No, it used to feel that weight. But then I was taking my life too seriously. It's not really weight because like I'm not working a day of my life.
Because you're enjoying what you're doing.
Yeah, because I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm a musician.
Rewarding.
I'm a musician. I'm a rapper. I'm a producer. This is what I do to make money. I ain't got no side job or nothing. I'm a full-time musician. What have I got to complain about? What's annoying is that I don't think no one's took the chance or the bet on me to kind of jump behind me. But that's all right though, because when them times do come, I'm gonna be so clued up by doing everything myself that it's like it's impossible for me to get spun, or, you know, I'm too educated.
Do you think you might even have your own team of people by then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. And we don't need, you know, like UK musicians in general, musicians all around the world, we don't need a big label and a manager and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, I want to curate my own team, but it's just going to take time, and I'm still building and stuff. That's where it is. And
I suppose it is the people around you as well, because I suppose you've got to be careful of who you kind of have put in. You've all got to be on the same page.
Yeah, exactly, man. But I feel like that's what it is. I'm just on some different book. I'm on a different book. These guys can't be on my page. I'm just thinking on a completely different way to everyone. So that's why I'm so independent. I get it from my dad. My dad's a traditional Jamaican man, you know. He's always been independent. Like when it was, you know, like he's always just been on his thing, and I get that from him, you know. Big up my dad anyway. He's gonna be there at my show. It's the first time that he's gonna see me perform like ever on Friday. So big up my father, man. I wouldn't be doing music without him.
Yeah, no, that's big, because I think especially from what you mentioned earlier, that kind of at the first time you actually performed, he was more of he had to kind of look after you to make sure you got in and get to the venue. So from that to now be able to see you perform like your first headline show, that's...
Yeah, man, it's a big moment, like, and you know, my dad always pushed me to do music, even like me saying I was making beats first. He's the one who gave me the laptop and he told me to make beats. He didn't teach me. He was just like, go on YouTube and learn how to make beats. And every time I come home from school, that's just what I did. I just wanted to do this interview to come on and just kind of express myself a bit and express what I'm about, what's been on my mind, what's happening for me musically. But yeah, man, big up Kirby T. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Anytime, mate. You're always welcome. You know this. And obviously I'll see you on Friday.
Of course.
Let's do it. I'm going to play one more track of yours, because obviously you've got tracks on tracks on tracks.
Yeah,
bare
man,
tracks.
a lot.
So I picked out Haters. Hope you don't mind me picking this one up. Do you want to give it a little introduction?
Yeah, man, this is my tune. It's called Haters. My name is SBK. And, you know, welcome to this song.
Represent.